Assalamu alaikum students. Here I am your maths teacher from IYS schools. Today we are going to start our fifth lesson for class 6 mathematics. Now here are some sections. Don't raise hand during teaching. Ask questions at the end of the teaching. Use hand free if you are using mobile and headphones for the computer use. Feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home task should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. Now here we have chapter number 2, GCD and LCM, lesson number 5 from page number 21 to 32. Now students, here are topics of the day. Identify and describe prime numbers and composite numbers. Explain the set of divisors of prime numbers and composite numbers. Identify the prime factors of the given numbers. Find GCD by the following method. First method is by forming set of divisors. Second method is by factorization method. Third one is by division method. Now students, here we start. What are prime numbers? Okay, here we have prime number is a number whose divisors form a set of only two members. For example, set of divisors of 2 is equals to 1 and 2. Set of divisors of 3 having 1 and 3. Set of divisors of 5 having 1 and 5. Set of divisors of 7 having 1 and 7. Set of divisors of 11 having 1 and 11. Now students, I repeat it. Prime number is a number whose divisors form a set of only two members. As you see students here, all the sets having only two members. So they are prime numbers. Now what are the composite numbers? Composite number is a number whose divisors form a set of more than two members. For example, set of divisors of 4 having 1, 2 and 4. Set of divisors of 6 having 1, 2, 3 and 6. Set of divisors of 8 having 1, 2, 4 and 8. Set of divisors of 9 having 1, 3 and 9. Set of divisors of 10 having 1, 2, 5 and 10. As you see students, composite number is a numbers whose divisors form a set of more than two members. So as you see, all the numbers having more than two members in their set of divisors. So they are composite numbers. Now students, here is an important note. 1 is neither prime number nor a composite number because 1 has only one divisor. I repeat it, 1 is neither prime number nor a composite number because 1 has only one divisor. Okay student, here we start our exercise. Exercise 2.1, question number 2. Write all the prime numbers between 20 and 40. Now first of all, here we start a solution and we write all the numbers between 20 and 40. Here are the numbers. Here are the numbers are right from 21 to 39 because they told us write all the prime numbers between 20 and 40. So first of all, we write all numbers between 20 and 40. And the numbers start from 21 to 39. As you see, student, I write all the numbers and I highlighted some numbers. Okay, students, here, firstly, we have to find the set of divisors of 21. Okay, students, set of divisors of 21 having 1, 3, 7, and 21. Now the second number is set of divisors of 22 having 1, 2, 11 and 22. Now the third one is the set of divisors of 23 having 1 and 23. You see that students, I highlighted some numbers which are the prime numbers. Why they are the prime numbers? Because from the definition of prime numbers, we know that only two members in the set of divisors. So You will continue these sets of divisors in the rough copy, then you can find which numbers are the prime numbers. Those numbers which having only two sets of divisor are the prime numbers. So students, you can find all the set of divisors in the rough copy, then you find that which number are the prime numbers. Here I write the answer. The numbers which are highlighted with the yellow color are the prime numbers. So here are the prime numbers: 23, 29, 31 and 37 are the prime numbers. Now students, we move another question from the same exercise, exercise 2.1. There is a question number 3. Write all the composite numbers from 21 to 40. First of all, here we start a solution and we write all the numbers from 21 to 40. Okay, one by one, here also we find a set of divisors of all the numbers. Now here we find the set of divisors of 21 is equals to 1, 3, 7 and 21. The set of divisors of 22 having 1, 2, 11 and 22. The set of divisors of 23 having 1 and 23. And so on, students. You also find all the set of divisors of all the number in your copy. Then you're able to find which number are the composite numbers. Because from the definition of composite numbers, composite number having more than two elements or more than two members in their set of divisors. As you see, student, those numbers which having more than two elements in their set of divisors are the composite numbers. So here highlighted those numbers which are the composite numbers. So here's the answer. Answer is 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39 and 40 are the composite numbers. As I previously said that students, you can find all the set of divisors in your copy, then you able to find which number are the composite numbers. Now students, we move towards factorization. What is factorization? Okay, here, if a number is written as a product of two or more numbers, the product is called factorization. Each of the number occurring in a factorization of a given number is called the factor of the given number. Here are some factorization and factors. First factorization is, here we write 30 is equals to 1 multiplied by 30. So in the form of product, this is the factorization. And 1 and 30 are the factor of this factorization. Here students, we also write 30 is equals to 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 15. Okay, here is the factorization, and in this factorization 1, 2 and 15 are the factors. Here we can also write 30 as a 1 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 10. So this is the factorization, and 1, 3 and 10 are the factors of this factorization. Again, we can write 30 is equals to 5 multiplied by 6. Now this is the factorization, and we can also write this factorization as a factor of 5 and 6. Okay, here students, we also write 30 is equals to 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So this is a factorization, and 2, 3 and 5 are the factors of this factorization. Now here we move towards the exercise 2.2 at the page number 23. Here's a question number 1. Find the prime factors of 28. Now here we start a solution. Because we know that 28 is an even number, so we divide 28 by 2. Now students, here we find the prime factors, so we draw this kind of line here and we write 28 here and 2 here. So we divide 28 by 2, then we get 14 here because 2 ones are 2 and 2 fours are 8. Now again 14 is an even number, so we divide it by 2. So we know that 2 sevens are 14. 7 is a prime number, and we know that 7 is only divided by itself, so we divide it by 7. Means 7 ones are 7. Now these numbers are the prime factors of 28 because these numbers are completely divided 28. So here we have our answer. So we write 28 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7. So this is our answer, and we write 28 as a form of prime factors. Now students, here is another question from the same exercise, the question number 4. Here we have find the prime factors of 64. Now how we find the prime factors of 64? 64 is also a even number. Here we start our solution. Okay, here we divide 64 by 2. Now 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Again 32 is divided by 2. So we write here 2 1s are 2 and 1 is carry over 2, so it becomes 12. Then 2 6 are 12. Now we got 16. Here we have 16 is divided by 2. So we write here 2 and we know that 2 8s are 16. Now again 8 is divided by 2. So here we write 2 and divided by 4. Now students, again 4 is divided by 2, then we get 4. Then again 2 is divided by 2, so we get 1. Now 64 is completely divided by all of these prime factors. So here we write 64 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 2. So there is 6 times of 2 here. So here we write 64 in the form of prime factors. So here's the answer. Okay, students, as you see that we write all the prime factors of 64. We write here 6 times of 2, which are the prime factors of 64. Now students, here is another question from the same exercise, question number 7. Find the prime factors of 4356. Now here we start a solution. Okay, this number is an even number, so we divide it by 2. So here we have 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 1 is carry over 5, so it becomes 15. Now 2 7s are 14, 1 is carry over 6, so it becomes 16, and 2 8s are 16. Now again this number is divided by 2, so we get here 2 1s are 2. Now students, here 1 is smaller than 2, so we put here 0 and then consider 1 and 7 together, so it becomes 17. So here we multiply 2 by 8, so we got 16. 2 8s are 16 and 1 is carry over 8, it becomes 18. 2 9s are 18, so it completely divided by 2. Now the next one is 1089 is divided by 3. So here we get 3 3s are 9, 1 is carry over 18, 3 6 are 18 and 3 3s are 9. Again this number is divided by 3. So we get 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. Now 121 is divided by 11. So here we get 11 1s are 11 and again carry over 1, it's become 11 and again 11 1s are 11. So 11 multiplied by 11, then we get 121. Now here 11 1s are 11, so this factorization is complete here and we got the prime factors of 4356. So here we write 4356 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11. As you see, all the prime factors are written here. Now this is your answer. Okay students, here we move towards the next question from the same exercise. Find the prime factors of 3675. Here we start a solution. Okay, this number firstly divided by 3. So we get 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6 again. From the 7, 1 is carry over 5. It becomes 15. So here 3 5s are 15. So student, here this number is divided by 5. So here we write 5 2s are 10. 2 is carry over 2. It becomes 22. 5 4s are 20. 2 is carry over 5, it becomes 25, and here 5 5s are 25, so it divides completely by 5. Here students, 245 is divided by 5. Here we write 5 4s are 20, 4 is carry over, 5, it becomes 45. 5 nines are 45. Now 49 is divided by 7. So 7 sevens are 49. Then 7 is divided by 7, then we get 1. 7 ones are 7. So here students, here we write 3675 in the prime factor form, which is 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. So these are the prime factors of this number. As you see students, which numbers completely divide this number are the prime factors. Now students, what is GCD? The greatest common divisors means GCD. GCD of two or more number is the greatest common divisor which can divide these numbers completely. The greatest common divisor GCD is also known as the greatest common factor GCF or highest common factor HFC. Here we have the HFC of two or more numbers is the product of all common factors. Okay, students, here we have exercise 2.3, page number 26 to 27. This is question number 1. Find GCD by forming their set of divisors. First part we have 12 and 16. Here we start a solution. First of all, we write set of divisors of 12. Here we write the set of divisors of 12. The numbers which divide this number completely are the divisors. So here we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 are the divisors of 12. Now the second number we have 16. Now here we write the set of divisors of 16. We have 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Now students, here we find the set of common divisors. Common divisors means the numbers which are common in both sets. So there are 1 in common in both sets. There is 2 is common in both sets. As you see, 4 is common in both sets. So they are the set of common divisors. Now students, in this set of divisor, 4 is greater than. So we write it as greatest common divisor GCD is equals to 4. Now here is our answer because we find the GCD by forming their set of divisors. So we find GCD by forming their set of divisors. Okay students, here we have another question from the same exercise 35 and 40. Now here we start a solution. Okay, set of divisors of 35 having 1, 5, 7 and 35. Set of divisors of 40 having 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20 and 40. Set of common divisors having 1 and 5 only because you see 1 is common in both sets and 5 is common in both sets. So here's the greatest common divisor is only 5. Now students, we move towards the second question which have find the GCD by factorization method. Okay, the first part is 24 and 36. Here we start a solution. Factorization is little bit different method from the by forming sets. So here we find the LCM or by taking the prime factors of these numbers. Okay, here we taking the prime numbers. As you see previously, I told you how to take the prime factors of these numbers individually. First of all, we find the prime factors of 24 here. So 24 is an even number, so we divide it by 2. So 2 12s are 24, 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6, and 3 1s are 3. Now here 36 is also divided by 2, so we get 18, and 2 9s are 18, and 3 3s are 9, and 3 1s are 3. So these two numbers are completely divided by these numbers, so these are the factors of this. So here we write factors of 24 which are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, and the factors of 36 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Now here 2 is common in both sets. Again this 2 is common in both sets and 3 is common in both sets. So here we write the common factors of 24 and 36 which are 2 multiplied by 2 and multiplied by 3. Now students, here we multiply all these numbers. As we know, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 and 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So greatest common factors GCF is equals to 12. Now is there another question? From the same exercise, find the GCD by factorization method. Here we have 15 and 16. Now here we divide 15 by 3. So we know that 3 5s are 15 and 5 1s are 5. Second number is 16. 16 is divided by 2, so we get 8. 8 is divided by 2, so we get 4. 4 is divided by 2, so we get 2. 2 1s are 2. So these are the factors of these number, and we write as the factor of 15 is equals to 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 1. And the factors of 16s are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. So there is only one is common factor of 15 and 16. So the greatest common factor means GCF is equals to 1. Okay, students. Here is another method, means GCD by division method. Okay, the GCD of larger numbers can be found more conveniently by division method. Okay, how we find by division method? Here is a question number 3 from the same exercise. Find the GCD by division method. Okay, the first two numbers are 88 and 165. Students, you know that the number which is greater taken as a dividend and the number which is smaller taken as the divisor. So here we start our solution and we write 88 as a divisor and 165 as a dividend. So here 88 multiplied by 1, then we get 88. 88 is subtracted from 165, then we get 77. Here student, the important thing is note that this divisor becomes a dividend here. This divisor becomes a dividend here and the remainder becomes a divisor. Now students, we multiply 77 by 1, then we get 77. So we subtract 77 from 88, then we get 11. Again, this divisor becomes a dividend. Now here we know that if we multiply 11 by 7, then we get 77. So it completely divides by 11. Now students, the number which divide this number completely is the divisor, is the greatest common divisor. So here we write the GCD of 88 and 165 is 11. Student, is another question from the same exercise. Okay, find the GCD by division method. It's a fourth part, 56, 168, 340, 512. Now first of all, we take the GCD of 56 and 168. Here we start a solution. 56, 168. We know that if we multiply 56 by 3, it completely divides 168. Now students, the GCD of 56 and 168 is 56. Now, the GCD is 56. Now here we take the GCD of 56 and the next number which is 340. Now here we write 56 as a divisor and 340 as a dividend. Here we multiply 56 by 6, so we get 336. Now we subtract 336 from 340, then we get 4. Here 4 is a remainder and becomes a divisor. Now this number which is already divisor here, it becomes a dividend. So here we multiply 4 by 14, then it completely divides 56. So students, now here we find the GCD of 56 and 340, which is 4. Here our solution is continue here. The GCD of 56 and 340 is 4. Now the last number we have 512. Now find the GCD of 4 and 512. 4 is smaller, so we take as a divisor, and 512 is greater, so we take as a dividend. So here we write, we multiply by 4 ones are 4. 5 minus 4, we have 1. Okay, we take this one already here, it becomes 11. Now here we have, we multiply 4 by 2. 4 2s are 8. 8 is subtracted from 11. So we get 3. Then we put this 2 here, it becomes 32. Now students, here we multiply 4 by 8. 4 8s are 32. We know that these are completely subtracted, then we got 0 here. It means that 4 completely divide 512. So the GCD of 4 and 512 is 4, because here we find the greatest common divisor, which is 4. Okay, students, hence the GCD of 56, 168, 340 and 512 is 4. Now students, another question from the same exercise, find the GCD by division method. There are 3 numbers here. Here we start a solution. The same thing we have done, the smaller number as a divisor and the greater number as a dividend. Here we multiply 294 by 1, then we get 294. We subtract it from 441, then we get 147. This divisor becomes a dividend here, and we multiply 147 by 2, then we get 294. It completely divided. So here the GCD of 294 and 441 is 147. Now students, here the solution is continue here. Now we find the GCD of 147 and 789. Okay, 147 as a divisor and 789 as a dividend. We multiply it by 5. So we get 735. So we subtract it, then we get 63. Now this divisor becomes a dividend. Then we multiply 63 by 2. Then we get 126. 126 is subtracted from 147. Then we get 21. Now 63 becomes a dividend and the remainder becomes a divisor. Now students, we know that 21 is multiplied by 3. Then we get 63. So it completely divided by 3. Now the GCD of 147 and 789 is 21. Now there is a home task, student. Okay. Exercise 2.1. Question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3. Do all the parts in your fair copy. Okay. From exercise number 2.2, question number 2, question number 5, question number 8 and question number 10. Also do the class question. It means that students, I have done some questions in my class teaching. So you do all. So you also do that question in your fair copies. Okay, from exercise number 2.3, question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Do all the parts in your fair copy. This is your home task, student. Hopefully you will understand all the teaching. Okay, students, it's time to wind up my class.